Welcome back, everybody, to another segment of Don't Make This Weird. With me in the studio are my co-hosts, Heather and Tony.
Hello.
Hello.
And our special guest this week is Brad Glassford from Glassford Male Enhancement Products. Glassford Media.
And we also have Denise hanging out with us in studio and Leon, who is eating right now. But
he's eating in the studio.
It's a good cheeseburger.
He's tormenting us with food here.
No, that's Leon for you.
I
Wafting
just
it.
knocked over about 1,500 calories of rallies
Oh,
on the way.
Dude, I love
Ooh, give me
rallies.
some rallies. I love
I think I
fries
do that in
there.
about 3 days, 4 days.
So bad.
I can't stand rallies.
No.
I
No?
could never get the point of the hood or any of that stuff.
But take.
Oh my gosh.
Where in the fuck are my sheets?
Oh. So Tiffany says, "Happy Valentine's Day, people! Happy Valentine's Day to you,
Happy
weirdos!
VD Day.
Yeah.
Glad you could join us. Chris is back, guys. I know you've missed him.
Yeah.
Some Ric Flair action on there.
We have missed him also, and yeah. So, how's everybody's week been?
I'll let you guys go first because I have a great story for you.
Oh boy.
Well, fuck snow
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
ice.
Mm-hmm.
And since the last time I've seen you, inhabitable sub-zero temperatures.
Yes.
They can fuck off too.
I agree.
But hey, we're at Valentine's Day, so spring is coming.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
time is on our side. It's going to come.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I hope so, and I hope it's not like next spring.
Right.
You know, so.
Keeps me off the chair with the cable and rope and all.
That's good.
Hate winter.
Yeah, we're in the worst place to live for people that hate winter. I mean,
I got 41 of them. I'm a fighter.
Right.
I'm a
yes.
Uh,
survivor, rather.
I'm scaring the hell out of 43 of them. So
Yeah. So, yeah, the week has been pretty good.
Yeah.
Got a lot of really cool stuff happening. Yeah, just keeping busy. That's for sure. I don't really have anything else I really want to talk about other than getting old sucks. Getting older. I refuse to say I'm old yet.
right.
It's relative.
So, anyways, to piggyback on what Chris said is, fuck winter.
Yeah.
And I don't know if obviously our studio audience can see what I have on the side of my face. I ate a shovel.
He's got a gash.
Yeah. And let me tell you the story of how it happened. So I'm out in my driveway shoveling snow with my oldest daughter, Alexis. And I just get done telling her, be mindful of where you're throwing the snow, because she was throwing the snow over on the sidewalk where you walk up to our front door. And the wind was blowing back in her face, so she couldn't see what it was she was doing. Just as I'm finishing that sentence, I take a shovel full of snow, toss it over on the other side, take a step back out of the way. I'm like 5-6 feet away from her, right? Turn my head slightly and get a shovel to the face.
Yeah, it looks nice, though.
Yeah, you like that?
That's
pretty
always a good
tough.
scar.
Yeah.
Chicks dig scars.
You
pretty
should
tough.
compliment the other side with a teardrop.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. See, I've got a scar over here. When I was 4 years old, I ate concrete.
Yeah. You eat the weirdest things.
Well,
Like
you
Dick.
know, no, not okay.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
Shots fired.
Just kidding. I love you.
All right.
Oh.
Oh, it's on.
Happy Valentine's Day, little buddy. Just kidding.
I'm not eating dick on Valentine's Day.
Nope. I will not eat at that table.
Tiffany just said, ouch. Sorry, I don't know where this is coming from. This stuff's been happening. And
See, for
I
our
know.
listening audience,
it's being
now
cooped
you
up.
know Heather is the instigator of all
I'm
of
not
this shit.
like, that wasn't instigation. That was just me
She
just going
does
with
so
it.
much sign language you wouldn't believe.
Oh,
it.
I can't wait till we go to video so they can see all the shit she pulls.
I'm not ready for video. I'll be honest, I'm not ready for video.
Neither am I. I gotta wait for this gash on the side of my head to
I
heal.
like being able to come into the studio and wear pajamas if I want, pajamas if I want to, my hair just in a hat because I don't care. I don't wanna
Yeah, the
be on
dress is
camera. Ugh, it's the worst.
So yeah, as I'm waiting for this gash on the side of my face to heal, Of course, it itches like crazy because it's healing.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday, as you do, you itch your cheek because it generally itches. And of course, completely forgetting it's there, busted it back open. And I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. Did you guys get the crazy, slippery, greasy ice here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
making sure that wasn't Bay City specific.
Oh, no.
No, but it was gross. It was bad. I was not looking forward to any of that. So
Yeah, that's dumb.
I'm over it. Beyond over it. I think we all are.
I don't mind the fact that there's a bunch of snow because that means serious lack of mosquitoes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, all that stuff can die and go back to hell during this time of year, but I can do
Right,
without
right,
ice
yeah.
on the roads,
Exactly.
ice on the sidewalks. Snow looks pretty off of the road.
Mm-mm.
Why can't heated streets, people?
Here's the best part about it. So I take my kids sledding, right? Had a great old time. If you caught the video of me on Facebook, I
didn't see it.
ate more snow on a snowboard. It's great. So
I heard about it.
I'm pulling out of the park where we went sledding at, and the Equinox that I have gets stuck pulling out onto the main road. So, of course, our security guy, which showed up with a ginormous 2-person inflatable sled, which was awesome, aka Vanilla Gorilla. He comes running up like the Terminator behind the Equinox and pushes it pretty much single-handedly by himself out of snow back onto the main road.
Fantastic.
And I'm like, that is awesome.
I need to give you one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's. He could be on loan. I get. Or you're part of the crew, so
You're part of the crew, man. You're good.
Yeah.
Tuesdays. Thursdays. No, all the shitty weather happens on Thursdays. What am I thinking?
Yeah. Sasha, Heather isn't starting anything. It's just called Sometimes Tony Just Has It Coming to Him.
Oh,
That was Sasha, right?
Apparently,
Tony's biggest fan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm getting my ass handed to me this week because I already got a shovel to the face.
Yeah. might as well add something else, right?
And Tiffany says snow looks better without snow, so hope no snow next month. We will be good.
Yeah, but she's down in
I was
Florida.
gonna say she's in Florida.
Exactly.
Are you coming to visit? Is that what you're telling us? Is that you're coming to visit?
Well, that March comes in. What is it, like a lion, and goes out like a lamb, or whatever the hell it is?
Yeah.
But Michigan's just like, no, I'm bipolar, and I do what I want.
The bipolar
It
express.
doesn't matter here. It's inhabitable.
Right.
I don't know why we even live
Nobody
here.
cares.
Transgendered weather.
Oh.
It's supposed to be spring, but that feels an awful lot like
winter, maybe.
Yeah.
It all depends.
Yeah.
you just have to lift up the tail and look.
Yeah, there's
It's like a
128,
kitten.
Right.
weathers right now,
Right.
and we all don't know what bathroom to use.
Jeez.
Well, you know what I say? Build a wall, solve the whole problem.
Right.
Gosh. We're just going everywhere.
Anybody else that can offend? Hold on.
Right.
I'm not making a sorry.
Yeah. Where the
list.
hell's the intern? Isn't he supposed to be working on the sorry list now?
Dreidels are stupid.
Who needs who needs all those candles?
Right.
Moisha Finkelstein.
Moisha. So so how's your week been, Brad?
Yeah, obviously, since I've been in media,
By that
I'm,
You've been busy with that.
I have. This has been obviously the last 3 weeks. We've been hit by 3 different storms and almost 4. So it's been been hell.
I'm
really,
thankful.
it's been hell. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Thankful for your updates. That's been nice.
I was going to say, isn't that like job security in the wintertime, though? Because like you're always reporting something.
Job security is all year round weather. So yeah.
Well, technically, that's not true because Michigan has 2 seasons: winter and construction.
Right.
Okay. Well, okay, fine. Orange barrels come out. Yes.
Yeah.
But still, besides that, no.
Last summer was
Those
really
are
nice.
state flowers.
Yeah,
It's on a Thursday, right?
Yeah,
it was a Thursday. Yeah, I remember it like it was that Thursday.
That's right.
I think that was Christmas time when summer was still around.
How about you, Leon? I know he's getting ready to take a bite. I'm like a waitress. I'm like, hey, how's your food?
He's licking
how's
his
your?
French fry.
I know you've had
Seductively
the commute to work. How you're not going to answer me now with a whole bunch of fries in your
I'll
mouth.
answer any question you want.
Oh my god!
We're playing Chubby Bunny.
Oh,
The McDonald's sounds good, doesn't it?
No, not really.
Da, da, da,
I'm
da,
done with the
da.
good stuff. If anybody wants fries.
No thanks, I'm driving.
Okay, so here we go. How's my commute?
Yes.
It's shit.
Sounds about right.
Yep. I drive an hour to work. I drive an hour from work. And because of the way the time, we go back and forward, right now, for whatever reason, it's all dark. So I drive all in the dark.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
But 75 was clear today. That's thankful.
Yeah.
On the way home, it was beautiful because, it was 40 degrees compared to the, negative whatever this morning.
Right.
It's so hard to tell what's going to happen.
It's bad tomorrow. This is all going to freeze.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No. Adam's back to work.
Welcome
he's
to the
supposed
shit
to
show.
be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was supposed to be back to work today, but she canceled. But what I understand, though, she didn't want the horses slipping on the ice and all that in the morning. So.
Well, it's not going to be better tomorrow. I mean,
Nope.
Super
Why
icy.
not? So, yeah.
Wow, everybody in this room has winter fucking straight up depression.
I think so.
I can see it
pretty
in
much.
everybody's
It
face. And
We're over it.
I would be happy, but see, I think the thing you're missing is that's the side of my face that was hit with a shovel. It looks like I have a stroke or something because it's all swelled out and
Oh,
drooping to the side.
And then you wiped out on a snowboard.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing
it's
just
all-
smells like toast for no reason. Or anything.
Oh man.
I can see Tony was like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Then all of a sudden, plunk. I died, man, I died.
I missed that video.
I think they legalized pot because they knew it was going to be a harsh winter, and they need to give some people something to do.
Yeah, you might be
You ain't
right.
going anywhere, so just go ahead and enjoy it.
Yeah, right. Because then they're going to do the legislation reform in the springtime.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many potheads are just sitting in their driveway thinking they're going somewhere.
It'll melt, dude. Don't worry about it. Don't shovel it. It'll melt.
How's my driving, man? Am I driving?
You don't have to go anywhere. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to mention was the show that Mitch has going on tonight.
Yes.
Mitch Gill, Get a Room Comedy Club, the Valentine's Day comedy show is actually happening at the Harvest in Caro tonight instead of where it normally is at Brentwood. He's still
Right.
keeping it at Brentwood,
Right.
but apparently they wanted to have a show there tonight, and tickets are tickets are only $10. It started at 8:00, but you can still get up there and go and
Oh, yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah.
21 and over due to the adult beverages and the adult language. Who knew?
At 21.
Hmm.
But you can still act childish.
It's a Michigan comedians from Royal Oak, Flint, and Caro, loving, laughing, and craft beer and wine specials. A match made in heaven.
Yeah. Their wine up there is incredible.
I've not had it yet, so let's see.
It's great to have for lunch.
Trying to find out who I don't see him on here. Usually he has like a poster with all of them. Here we go.
See, that's what I love about Mitch's shows at the Brentwood. There's always someone that is trying to haze the comics
Yeah.
when they're hammered when they show up at 6.
Yeah. That lady did not do good last time.
I put on the comment card, if you're a drunk asshole, maybe you should shut up during the show. And I'm hoping he reads that at the next show at Brentwood.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
give it to them. I was so annoyed. I'm like, would you? But then Mike Ball got up there and took care of business. and
Oh,
was just
God.
That lady was so dumb.
Mike was
Oh.
Mike worked that room. He killed it. And that was great because we had him on the podcast a couple of days later after the show.
Yep. Yep, it was awesome. He is now in Chicago. It was cool learning though that he started out interning for Pauly Shore,
Oh, wow.
and
Yes.
Pauly Shore from Biodome and Encino Man. You know who that is.
The parent
You're
one.
making that face. I know.
Son-in-law.
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 Yes.
That's good.
Yep.
Don't forget, Pauly Shore is dead.
Oh,
mean, that was-
I
That was a
never
great movie.
I never seen that, but I felt bad because I seen him do like a Twitter video, and he was like, "Don't forget who Pauly Shore is," and I was like, "Oh my god, how can anybody forget?" But he's talking about the newer generation just not knowing who he is.
Yeah.
Well, why
Other than
doesn't
the
he
Goofy
do
movie.
shit?
He does actually.
Everybody
He's-
hates him in Hollywood.
Why?
I
I-
spoke truth.
Oh,
No idea. I mean, it's one of those things that, how could you forget Steven Tyler PJs?
right. Exactly. I've been watching him on, following him on Twitter and stuff now with our account actually on the Don't Make This Weird.
Hell
podcast.
yes. That would be
Um,
so cool if we got Pauly Shore in the studio.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
Somebody out there make that happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of awesome, at my sister-in-law's funeral, I ran into my cousin who I
Yeah.
hadn't seen in a while, and he's
There we
like
go.
in his 60s. He's like early 60s, something like that.
Yeah.
Turns out He lives in Frankenmuth.
Okay.
He is neighbors
To Danny.
to Danny from Greta Van Fleet
And was his
Really?
and
Boy
was his
Scout.
Cub Scout leader.
Oh my god.
No shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, and like they go to dinner
Whoa.
and stuff like that, and he's
That's
friends
cool.
with the family. He knows all the Kiskas, their parents,
They're
the whole
awesome people.
fucking
Yeah.
thing. So I'm just saying, maybe one day, maybe one day.
So you're saying
Nice.
there's a chance.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
Hmm.
Just with that connection, I have a better chance than a lot of fucking people on this planet.
That's right.
Very true.
In statistics.
Very true. That would be awesome to get them in the studio. We
Or
do
even
love
one of
Greta.
them.
One of them, even yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't think you ever heard the story about how I met Sam for the first time. Only time, actually. But the first
She wanted there to be
time.
more.
What's that?
She wanted there to be more times.
Oh, of course.
No. I mean, we were driving around, me and Ian, over in Frankenmuth, and we were just driving around the back roads, and I seen a cow just kind of hanging out, and I was like, is that a cow on the side of the road, just kind of chilling like a baby cow? He's like, yeah. I was like, what do we do? This thing's gonna get hit. Like instantly, I felt horrible thinking that this cow was gonna get hit. So we drove down a little ways to like where we thought maybe it came from, and they were like, no, that's not our cow. It's probably down that way. So we get back in the car. And here's this thing, he's running along the side of us, and I'm driving Ian's Equinox like it's almost brand new. I'm going, oh shit, I'm gonna mess this up. I'm gonna run into this baby cow. I'm gonna feel even worse. I'm gonna total this car, but that didn't happen.
Good.
So we went down, and we're trying this cow. I'm trying to get this cow off the road. Finally, we turned back around, and it was just chilling on the corner. And I'm like, here's a car coming. I'm going, oh my god, this cow is gonna get hit. Damn it! I'm like, here, cow.
That's how you call them. You know.
Here, cow.
That's how you call it. That's how you call
get
it.
one. They're like, oh, well, I'll be right there.
Yeah, he's just like, just looking around, not paying attention to me calling it. It's like, what am I again? I don't even know. I don't even know I'm a cow. Anyway, so we're waiting for this car, and luckily the car seen them, and we pull. I'm like, so what do I do? Do I pull up beside them and ask them if they know whose cow? Like, who knows whose cow
Excuse me?
this is?
Two is a cow.
So we pull up, and I'm like, hey, do you know maybe where this cow might be from? And the kid like looks over, and it was Sam from Greta Van Fleet. And I didn't know that. And Ian's like, hey, you're the guitar player from Greta Van Fleet. And he's like, yeah. He's like all humble and just like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
So, and he's like, I'll make sure that this cow gets home. I think it's the farmer just down the road. I know them. I grew up around here. So
When was this?
it was, gosh,
That was
it was right when they just started blowing up.
Yeah.
Like,
it was 2017.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. He was really nice kid, just humble and just shy about being who he was. But
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we went and seen him in concert like the following year. It was awesome. So
No, it was the same year.
it was.
Yeah.
That's a
Mm.
bit.
Yeah.
Well, Nate's joining us in the studio.
Yeah. Finally.
He doesn't have a mic though.
Nope.
Early bird gets to worm, bud.
He doesn't even have a seat.
here before you.
Move your feet, lose your seat. Got one for everything, man.
That happens around here, guys.
That's right.
We are mature and we are weird. Maybe I'm just
Speak
weird.
for yourself. I'm so
awkward.
not mature.
So I'm going
Weird.
to catch up here with chat really quick.
All right.
Let me see. Emily Campbell says Steve says he thinks he is JR. Not sure what that means.
Like from Dallas.
Maybe.
Possibly.
There's a lot of
Okay.
JRs.
And
Is that
then
like Debbie Does Dallas or what?
Fine. Nope.
Not
I know.
sure.
I
not sure.
nope.
And
I
then
know.
Tiffany said that'd be badass.
What
I
does it
think
mean?
What is it?
I know what it means.
What does it mean?
It's because of the fact that I'm in the media and I'm a, the weather person.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
So I know what it means. So that's,
Oh,
that's
J.R. Kurtak?
yes.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Jesus. Wow.
All right.
That's deep.
But it
was,
said Steve though.
that was like
So-
Joeception.
That's because
Steve.
Oh, he
that's
thinks
because,
that you.
that's probably because either Emily's logged in and
Oh.
listening, or Steve's logged in listening.
Gotcha.
Either way, I don't know.
I gotcha. So
Yeah.
Tiffany said that'd be badass. I think she's talking about me calling the cow here, cow.
Oh,
I
God.
gotcha. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And then I don't know who this, don't know what this name is, but hey, that's what you're getting. Hi, sorry for the name of the YT accident changed to the principal account because too lazy. Anyway, how are you? Good. Good, thanks. for
And
asking.
you are?
They're gonna start trying to sell us purses or watches.
It's a
or
bot.
stuff. It's a bot.
You need some leggings.
Coupons.
Leggings.
Etsy.
Leggings are a privilege, not a right.
You keep on, go ahead and keep trying. I'm going to sell you some essential oils. Let's do this. I'm not afraid.
Challenge accepted.
Speaking of that, I had the Treat Yourself Saturday party.
Yeah, tell us about how that went.
That was awesome. We did, it was Young Living based. So if you want to talk about how, I love the meme of the lavender oil.
Yeah, with the battlefield soldiers.
Yes, I laugh about that every time. I may use that stuff, but I still, I know the difference. But anyhow, it was awesome. We had foot detoxes, and the water starts out purified water, clear and good, and then it turns into the bog of eternal stench looking.
Yeah, didn't you say you had like a predator or an alien or some shit come out of your foot?
It freaked me the hell out.
Wait,
I'm like,
what?
Yeah. Okay. So
Who's a xenomorph?
I don't know. I can't remember what the actual coil is or what, but you put purified water in and you use the pink Himalayan salt, and it's all clear. The tub's clear. Everything's clean. And it turns like it detoxes. It pulls out like metals and different stuff in your body. And it was like green and brown and bubbly and gross.
Bubbly?
Like swamp water.
Like all the metals?
Heavy. Yeah,
because
probably.
I've got fillings and that'd be
no, not
really
that. Whatever.
Dude, if that stuff pulls
No.
your fillings
But
out of your
it-
teeth, out of your feet, that's some serious hardcore
sign
shit.
me up.
It was pretty gross. I was like, what in the hell? Like I was having a hard time looking at it. I'm like, I am
Wow.
funky. Mine wasn't the worst. Out of
What?
everybody that got one, mine was not the worst. And they use different ones.
I
and
wouldn't
whatnot.
want to do mine in front of anybody else.
It was
Do
pretty
you got
gross.
hobbit feet like I do?
Are you just worried about what would come out?
That's just kind of gross.
It was.
It's like saying, hey, you guys want to get together and take a shit next Thursday?
Pretty
it's like
much.
that. That's how I feel about
Pretty
it.
much. Yeah, she says it pulls out all the toxins in your body. Hey, Becky,
Right.
she's joining us. So there
What's
was
up, Becky?
that. That was like $20 to do that. But honestly, like I guess it pulls from like your joints and stuff. And after that, I did feel better. But then I got that courtesy of Becky, who just joined us. She paid for me to get the raindrop massage thing, and I was so mellow, and I smelled like fancy pizza.
Fancy
yeah.
pizza.
It
Well,
was pretty awesome.
speaking of smells,
And I thank her for that, by the way.
I have to give a shout out to our friends at Stone Cottage Farm,
Ooh, yes.
Christina and Farmer Dave, which I did get a personal tour of their illegal cheese
Lucky.
factory.
Lucky.
And if everything goes according to plan, they will have that up and fully functional come spring.
Yay.
If everything goes according to plan, I have to give that precursor out there because that's what Farmer Dave said.
Is it
And,
going to be illegal?
well, that's the thing is I shared the Stone Cottage Farm page and gave everybody a shout out. And then I put right at the end of hashtag illegal cheese for life.
Because it's just like weed. It won't taste as good once it's legal.
I know, right?
It'll lack that criminal element.
Yeah.
But no,
Don't touch my queso, people.
I dropped some serious change on some soap and passed some of it out in the studio tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have to give out a shout out to Christina because she's doing activated charcoal
Mhm.
and then plantain leaf goat soap. And this stuff is incredible. I'm not making this up. I'm not overselling it. I'm not being a shameless promotion whore. This stuff is incredible. I had my friend Anna come over today and I was like, okay, just wash your hands with it. She's washing her hands. She's like, holy shit, this stuff's incredible. I want
is.
some.
I mean, I haven't tried the charcoal yet, but I know the rest of their soaps are amazing. She's going to be teaching soap classes. I don't have the dates on that, but I can throw them up later.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, their stuff is amazing.
So to
We've all used
shamelessly,
it.
right. Yeah, we've all used
We
it.
all know it's great.
So to shamelessly promote once again, Stone Cottage Farms, if you don't have their soap, get it. They have an Etsy store. They are on Facebook. Blow them up. Buy all of their stuff.
Mhm.
They also have a plantain leaf salve
Oh, okay.
that, like, if you get a cut or something like that, you can literally rub on there. And she has so many
Need that.
testimonials of people
Right.
that, they are allergic to milk or soy or stuff like that, and they were selling the goat's milk because you can sell it.
Yeah.
And like babies, who are breaking out in hives from the formula, like drinking the goat's milk for 36 hours, completely clear, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And
That's
people
awesome.
with eczema and all kinds of stuff using their soap just instantaneously after a couple of uses of the goat soap, their skin's been clearer than it has ever been in their whole entire life.
Yeah, they do a really amazing job, and
it's
they
incredible.
raise all of their goats and do all of the farming and everything for it. They also have, oh gosh, what is it that they're using now? It's like a sponge.
The loofah?
Yes, the loofah. Thank you. I'm like, duh, there goes my brain because I'm old. That's part of my oldness.
But yeah, they're actually growing their own loofahs.
Yes.
And harvesting them come springtime, which is
putting.
just
I think they're going to be doing some of the soap with that.
They're putting the soap inside the loofah.
Growing the loofahs?
Yeah, it's a gourd loofah.
It's a gourd loofah.
Just like the loofah, like you would get,
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen loofah seeds.
Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool.
You throw them in the ground, they blow up. Yeah.
So, but guys, don't
forget sprinkler and a slip and slide.
Exactly.
There we go.
Don't forget though, next Thursday they are going to be on the show.
Yes,
so don't
and
forget.
I'm stupidly excited.
We had such a great show last time with them on, and I want to say it was one of our most listened to podcasts that we've had. So
we had what was it, over 100 listeners on that show.
Everybody really liked having them on here, so we're glad to be getting them back on. So I'm looking forward to that.
Before we went on, what was the one that was something about the toothpaste one? There was toothpaste.
Oh, when I was talking about the activated charcoal.
Yeah.
So she was telling the story about how her brother-in-law or sister-in-law or something ran out of toothpaste, so they bought some of the activated charcoal soap and used that for toothpaste. And she said they used it for I think it was a week or a week and a half or something like that. Their teeth were noticeably whiter and their teeth just felt clean. So today, as I'm showing Anna this soap, because obviously you use it, mind blown. I'm like, well, screw it. I grabbed my toothbrush and whipped it across the soap bar for a minute, brushed my teeth with it. It felt like I was rinsing my mouth out with peroxide. It was just all tingly and my teeth felt clean. It was incredible.
I'll have to ask Christina if you're doing it wrong, though. I kind of feel like you are.
I always wondered how warning labels ended up on this kind of product. Internal use only.
If we had a camera on here, you could see Chris's faces on that towards Tony. He's like,
yeah, but see, here's the thing. Here's the ingredients. Look, read the label right there.
Love made with love. Yeah, Becky said that she also got one of those raindrop massages too, and she felt like that was awesome. So I've catching up with the thing while you're reading the label of love.
I don't know.
Read what's in there.
Love, goat milk, coconut oil, tallow, lard, lye, activated charcoal.
That's it.
I might be nervous about the lye.
Yeah,
but I think I would probably take the lye over some of the other stuff that we use that has all the chemical. So
it's crazy. Like bottled shampoo and conditioners. Why the hell do you have high fructose corn syrup in your sugar scrub? Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's insane. Why would you need high fructose corn syrup in sugar scrub?
Because we really need to use all that corn we possibly can.
Yes.
Right.
Like, how much corn we use.
I'm an avid nutritional label reader to find out what the hell I'm putting in my system.
Right.
It's insane.
So I think we've gotten way off of where we were going, like where we started.
No one cares. It's our show. We do what we want.
No, I was going to ask Brad, like what he does. Like we haven't even got to that part yet. So,
oh well.
I mean, a little bit we touched on, but
oh well.
Wait a minute, we have a guest. Holy shit!
Exactly, story of my life.
Man, way to make us feel bad.
No.
Heather started it. She said,
exactly,
"Eat a dick."
The instigator. Yeah.
Is that how that feels? I've never felt that before. That was weird.
I know, right?
So yeah, tell us a little bit about you.
I've always been the host of something. I've never been the person on the other side. So this is kind of weird. Anyway,
You're welcome.
Yeah, it is. Been doing this for like almost 25 years, and like I said, I've always been the host of something. I've always been the person that interviewed someone,
right,
or did something other than this. You know,
Right.
there's
Right.
3 hosts here, and I'm getting bombarded by all 3 of them. And
Also, you're welcome.
yeah, also you're so welcome. I got a hoodie on, so I'm not ready to put my hoodie on. Say,
Full
I'm
I'm
out
just
of
gonna
ostrich
hide
mode.
in the studio.
here. No, I did TV and radio for 15 years straight, and so that was very fun. And then basically when social media really began booming the most, that's where I turned my focus to. Before we went on the air, I was discussing with Chris, newspaper. I really never dabbled into newspaper because I don't know. I just didn't really care for it myself. It just for me, I just didn't feel like it. And besides that, unless you're like really good at it, you don't get paid very well on it.
Right.
But you can get paid
Right.
very well with TV and radio. In some what area you're in. So
Unless you're an intern
unless you're an intern like Nate, yeah.
Or a
that's right.
host.
Or a host.
or a host, yeah.
But yeah, TV and radio. That's where the money came from for so many years. So I just stuck with that.
I don't
Yeah.
blame you.
Oh yeah, I did a intern back when I was in college because I was trying to get as much experience as I could in the entertainment industry and broadcasting and so on and so forth. And I hated it because as an intern, you get all the shit jobs.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
we got a bunch of old reel-to-reel tape machines from Detroit, from the Detroit station. So we had to take them into the studio, clean them all up, and they were going to use that because they were during the weekends, they had part of the studio rented out for bands to come in and record. That was the messiest damn job
I
I've
bet.
ever done.
Huh.
I bet.
Cleaning the shit off of those recording heads and play heads. Oh my God.
Sure.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, no problem.
And the chemicals you had to use, whoo, we were high for days, baby.
I think I'm good with the process we've got going on here.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, granted, some of it's analog, but most of it's digital. And
did you have to wear protective gloves or anything? I'm
oh
you
yeah,
probably had to do
dude, straight
something.
up. Like,
With all those
PPE
chemicals,
gear.
you'd eat
Yeah.
all your flesh away. So maybe.
Ooh,
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be good.
no.
yeah. Well, and I mean, the fact that you could not smoke when you were handling the
No.
tape because
No,
it's
you can't.
flammable.
Yep, you couldn't. No.
Flammable?
Oh yeah,
It is.
Flammable?
It is.
flammable, whatever.
Is your head okay?
No,
I'm concerned.
I ate a shovel. How the hell do you think I
Shovel.
feel?
That's why I'm checking. Like, did anybody watch you for concussion? I
No,
mean,
no. Denise said, "Well, you look like you need stitches." I'm like, yeah, I probably could have
I
used a
thought the
stitch.
same thing. I'm not a nurse. I only play one on this show.
Hello, nurse.
Me
Anyway,
neither. I just
Thanks.
sleep with one.
You're safe. That's like the best bet. Like, that's the safest way to go. A doctor, a nurse. I mean,
but I grew up in Romeo, and that's basically where I got my media start. There was a public access station there, and I was there for 10 years.
Nice.
And then after that, I started doing radio up in Flint. I was doing my weather broadcast up there at a radio station from 5 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock in the morning. So basically, Monday through Saturday, I was running around like crazy.
So you had basically the
Yeah.
morning weather.
Yeah. Yep.
Gross.
Yeah. There was
anybody tried that, I'd be like, no.
I mean,
yeah. Well, what really was fun is I bowled on a church league, and they were on Friday nights. So, and we bowled every Friday night. So I'd have to obviously, go to that, do that, social thing, and then come back. And then as me, I'm a late night owl.
Right.
So I'm like, oh crap, I have to be up at 4:30, and here it is 10:30, but I can't shut my mind off. I
No.
can't go to sleep or
Right.
anything because I'm so used to being up so late. And so by the time midnight comes around, I'm like, I really gotta get to bed. I got 4.5 hours before I have to get up and do all my crap. Before.
Right.
But I did that for just a little over 3 years. And I still keep in touch with the guy that I did it with. He's down in Tennessee now, but he's been down there for probably about 7-8 years. But I still keep in touch with him, and it was very nice doing that. So basically, when that got all done, I'm like, well, the social media thing's coming to boom, with the MySpace and the Facebook and all that, and
Bring back MySpace.
yeah, well, yeah,
Demand
MySpace,
it.
yeah.
It comes up every week. He's trying. He's trying.
But then Facebook, yeah, I just once Facebook going, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna start doing all my, Glassford Media stuff on here, and then when Facebook Live started doing when it started doing that stuff, I'm like, cool, I can use that to my advantage as well too.
Right.
So I do that, when we get the bad weather and stuff, I'll hop on that and do that as well.
We appreciated that. Like you're in a
Yeah.
lot of traveling lately. So when you were like, yeah, it's going to be here, here, and here. And then I ask you, I'm like, okay, so is it going to be in this area? Yeah, it's going to be there too, Heather.
Yeah. Pretty much the lower Michigan has just been getting screwed on this.
Pretty
Like the
much.
last 3 weeks, we getting boom, boom, boom. Storms 1, 2, and 3, and then we get a warm up, and then we go back down. Warm up, go back down. It's been a yo-yo effect, and
It's the bipolar express.
it is. Usually January, February is usually the worst months, for at least winter wise. But then when March and April comes around, I mean, yeah, we still have the chance of snow and everything, but it gets a little more mix and bowl. It's totally bizarre and everything.
So in all the years that you've been doing this, is this one of the ones that rate up there for you with such crazy weather? With the storms and stuff?
No,
like I know schools.
I've had school. Oh yeah, school wise, yeah. As far as that goes, yeah. I don't think I've seen as many schools have closed for winter.
Yeah.
Like this.
14 they're on now. I think.
Carol has 16.
Yeah, Carol has 16.
Cassidy was marking 15 the other day.
Yeah. And so the state's only allotted, for school districts have 6, and so they're doubling in some.
Yeah, right.
And
Kids are going to go to the 4th of July.
Being in the media and the news and everything, I've heard, state legislators, they want to try to, have some alleviate some of those days and stuff because,
right.
Even Governor Whitmer put in, emergency snow days.
Yeah.
Declared a state of emergency for all them days that we got hammered left and right.
Right.
But we'll see what happens.
Now I heard, I don't remember where it was at. I was on one of the social media sites, but one of the meteorologists is talking about that we haven't had snow to this excess in like 25 years. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be about right. Cause I was still in high school. The polar vortex. Yeah. We haven't had it since like early 90s, 94. Yep. That was the last time we really had the negative temperatures. Right.
We had something similar back about 5 years ago, but not as extreme.
Right.
As it was back in 94.
Global warming. Fuck off.
Yep. So that's happening. Yeah. Weather has just been, I'm over it.
Yep.
Let's just get to summer.
I'm okay with that because the mosquitoes can go to hell and die.
Well, they said that some good stuff came out of them negative temperatures, like there's like ash beetles and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a real problem.
Yeah.
And they got froze out and probably won't come back.
That's
good.
So there was a couple good things there.
That's good.
See?
Well, there's a reason.
A lot of people fell down. It's been a great month for the hospital.
Oh, I bet.
yeah.
I bet.
The orthopedic surgeons, the people that make the foot braces and shit,
Yeah.
they're all loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, earlier in the season, we didn't really get as much, and so all these people that depend on the snow and everything, and the salt the plows that people and everything, they're like we're not getting any business or anything.
Now you are.
But yeah, now you are. Yeah.
Oh, they were completely sold out of salt at Walmart.
Uh-huh.
It was insane.
Milk, everything. When that last storm came,
Oh,
there was
yeah.
pictures going up with no milk in the coolers, and so yeah, I don't want to hear those people bitching no more.
They were completely sold out of cottage cheese at Walmart too.
Holy fuck, it's gonna snow. Grab some cottage cheese.
Don't
I want
forget.
Right.
fucking all of it.
Get all of
What
the
a weird
cottage cheese.
thing to Y2K stuff.
That's the
Right.
thing, man. I go walking by there like they have a shit ton of sour cream, no cottage cheese, and I'm like,
Mhm.
damn it!
Well,
really?
there's no French onion dip either. Come on.
You got
Dairy's
sour
doing
cream
good.
though. Just go get some block cheese and cut it up.
It
And
wa-
stir
yeah.
it.
I'm not all into kink shaming. I don't care what you do with the French onion dip and cottage cheese, but really, come on, man.
Wow.
Yeah, we
Your
went to a meat
toes in
market.
there, flicking the little chunks. Yeah.
Toes and cheese.
Hey, you're getting my Valentine started. I'm just saying.
In the chat, Becky says a lot of schools in the south are going to be year round. Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there's some in Michigan already that way too. So
Well, they're in the South. They need school year round.
Yeah, I agree with him.
Yeah, and Sasha says Becca, my kids are doing a year-round calendar. They don't get out until June 27th. Days they had off for breaks and now being taken away due to the snow days. And Tiffany says we have lots of food in our stores. Haha, sucks for y'all.
That's
The
because
y'all tells you where
That's
she's.
because she doesn't have to worry
she's-
about snow.
yeah.
No,
Right.
We
She doesn't have to worry about snow, though.
We had a lot of food in the stores. It's
Yeah.
just no junk food. That's what you look for when it's like water. Psh, I'll melt the snow. Where's the Kool-Aid and beer? Come on.
Right. We went to the Jack's Meat Market in Bay City the day before one of them dumb storms, and like it's one of those old school ones where you got to pull the ticket and
Mhm.
wait in line at the meat counter. And there's
Yeah.
like 6-8 dudes like a pit crew.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That bucket store was so packed. You'd think that it was going to be like the end of the world or something like that. Yeah. And then somebody steal some meat out of our cart because they didn't want to wait in fucking line.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, wait,
really?
we're like hamburger, blah blah blah. We
Oh.
go through the whole thing. We ordered
my.
fucking hamburger,
Right.
and I get home and Denise is trying to figure it out, and I'm like, man, I might have left it in a bag, at the checkout or something.
Yeah.
Duh.
Right.
She goes through the receipt and she's like, they never wrote us up for it. And I specifically remember grabbing the heavy floppy
Yeah.
bag and
Right.
flopping it in the cart. I
Right.
fucking remember it.
Right.
So yeah, somebody's like, hey, fuck
Wow.
this line, let's grab the burger.
Wow.
Bitch.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what it is.
I hope if you're listening, we got a potato flake
Yeah.
when the snow's gone.
Hope it gave you the shits.
Salmonella and arsenic poisoning.
Yeah,
That's the bag we put our pubic hair in.
Oh.
No, that's the garnish.
I hope it was like a Down syndrome or an
Leon?
autistic cow or something.
Mad
Oh,
cow
I don't think
disease.
I have a nickname?
What happened? What
I
did-
just got off the list. I don't need to get back on there.
Oh.
I'm like, is Leon his own perv?
Kind of.
Oh, I don't know.
Are you?
I don't know. I didn't get the email.
That was my introduction to the group.
Right.
I'm the,
Yeah.
Hold
this
on,
is my
fuck.
cousin.
Let me hit my pet
Fuck.
maps real
Oh, I
quick.
love
Let me see.
Oh my gosh, crazy. Oh. Yep. I don't know. I don't know where to go from there.
I missed it.
This
I wrote down
happens.
things I'm not allowed to say, so that's good.
You wrote out things you're not
Wait,
allowed
what?
to say.
I wrote down things I'm not allowed to say.
Have
Are
you
you
not
allowed-
been on the show before? Read that shit.
I'm not gonna read here.
Should be a pretty small list.
Make Heather read it.
This has got to be a small list.
I can't say these things. I didn't write these.
Right.
They were
Okay.
whispered to me.
Nudge, nudge.
Not safe to say. Question mark. New Muslim band blowing up the charts. The Ali Akbars.
The Allah Akbars.
You can say
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Okay, I just
Say
want to
that.
make sure.
Valentine's Day,
A Valentine's
plans.
Day date, yeah.
where I bought myself flowers, chocolates, and a box of Kleenex.
Well, now it depends what you use to clean up with Kleenex, because that matters.
All I can say is,
Yeah.
like, the ShamWow doesn't work with her shit.
Because if a guy says, "Man, I went through a whole box of tissues watching that movie," and a girl says, "I went through a whole box of tissues,"
Totally different.
it's different.
Totally
Yeah.
different.
Things that
Yeah, I guess I wrote that Joker, and I guess it would have made more sense if I got a Pringles can and a condom, and then made my own little flashlight.
But
oh. And also not safe to say. And mind you, this list came over from Leon to me to read this for you guys.
No,
Chloroform scented roses.
it's gonna be big. That's my retirement plan.
That's okay. That's good.
Oh, my date knew I hated seafood, but she gave me crabs anyway.
So, keep Benadryl with you.
Oh my god! Has anybody?
That's why I don't date
I'm not
Jewish
asking.
chicks.
I'm not asking if you've had crabs, but have you had a really bad Valentine's date?
Yeah,
Ever.
I was gonna.
why are you
Yeah.
looking at me?
I know. Regardless of the day, that you've had some pretty shitty dates.
I have the worst luck. One, because I'm clueless. Two, people talk about having game. I have zero game.
I've heard.
I've been so uncool since I've been a dad. It's like,
Uh-huh.
oh, hey, I'm gonna flirt with you, and I'm like, hi, how you doing?
Do you like pizza?
Yeah, right, exactly.
It's heart shaped
I
right
like
now.
pizza.
You might help your game.
Go away, I'm baiting.
Yeah.
Towels on the door.
Right. Put the sock on the door. Go the fuck away.
I'm just saying, all of my Valentine's Day, I get laid every single Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
I drug myself in a gay club, wake up the next morning feeling lucky.
No, I don't go to the gay
Oh
club.
my god.
Because I just take all that right to the sperm bank, and just get paid.
Oh my
True story.
God, Leon.
One hard sneeze. There it is.
See, all the things
Oh.
are joking, but
So you've had some pretty bad Valentine's days then. Yeah.
I never had a bad Valentine's Day, but we could do like worst date, first
Yeah.
date scenarios. I had
She already
one.
did that.
Yeah.
Heather said I won by default after spending 6 hours in the
you
ER from
smashed your
shoving
hands in the
the
door.
chick's hand in
And
the
then you
door.
did it again. The
Mm,
second time she gave you a chance.
It wasn't on purpose.
yeah.
No.
So he's already
I
got
don't
one
know.
gash on. You already got one gash on one side. Maybe get a gash on
You're
the other
gonna, yeah.
No, I say I already have stitches
Oh.
from when I ate concrete.
What about the listeners? Do you guys have any bad
Yeah,
dates that
give
you'd
us
like
your-
to tell us
your-
about?
Could
Bad.
do a call in or something.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we should do a call in. I don't know my number that I have down for
Me neither.
867-5309.
There we go.
Oh, that's it. Then.
Jesse's girl. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the other really bad dates that I've had, but that one with the porn in the middle of the restaurant was probably the worst I've ever had. Yep. But we've told that one.
I had one in that dating ring with the Applebee's experience. I
Yeah.
had something within a few weeks of that where this lady wasn't who she said she was, and it was like the picture on the fucking
milk carton.
no, like glam shots by Deb from
Oh,
like
God.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh my god.
And I mean, it was like from the fucking 80s, and I meet this lady,
Uh-huh.
and she had a fucking limp, possibly a false leg,
Yeah.
which isn't,
Did she have a hump?
yeah, like, gee, there's a
Like
lot-
Quasimodo
listen,
or
there was a lot of
or
problems,
Igor?
like 83 Buick,
Nice.
hatchback.
Nice.
You know, she just wasn't quite all right.
With the really-
and-
So basically, she'd catfished.
yeah, she
is
was
the
like
issue.
15 years older than she said she was.
Oh,
Swore a lot. She had a handgun and threatened to use it. She started getting really temperamental on the
Wow.
date. That's like,
So did she sound like one of those old Hollywood actors back in my day?
no, it was like, Owen! Like, throw mama from the train.
oh God.
Yes.
Bad.
Was she
I love
like,
that movie.
you look good in my closet
Yeah, like,
or basement?
I was gonna be somebody's fucking sweater. Or something
Wow.
like that. Yeah.
That's intense, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm glad you're still here.
Me too. I
Yeah.
wouldn't return any of her phone calls because I'm a huge pacifist. I couldn't just tell her to fuck herself because she was partially mutated and shit. You know, I didn't want to be fucking mean.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't. I did not
Right.
want to be mean, so I like dodged her. Like the threats started getting in, and
Oh.
each text message
Oh my
escalated. And shit.
Damn.
And I'm like, I am so fucking glad this woman does not know where I live.
Right.
That is a good thing. I had a stalker for a while, like serious, straight up. It was very scary.
Yeah, she was weird. She didn't
It
go
was
away.
very
for a long time.
scary. Like I had the doors all completely locked, like everything I could lock on the door. And my roommate was like, "Why are we like locked down like Fort Knox?" I'm like, "Because I just received a message that he would stay in the parking lot just to be close to me if he couldn't get in the house." I'm like, "Yeah, this is problematic." So yeah.
He just knew your Wi-Fi didn't have a password.
Mm. Oh no,
Talking
it was
sweet talk.
It was way worse than that.
Oh, baby, give me the digits. No, it's a
No.
7-letter word with a number at the end and a
I'll give
capital
you.
letter.
I'll
start
give you
with.
digits. 911. Called them a few times. Yeah. Yeah. So the dating apps
Wow.
and all that. No.
Yeah, no, that's just a good way to end up a skin suit.
Yeah.
Pretty
yeah.
much. Yep.
True
See, I
story.
tried those dating apps and they don't work for shit. Because Heather's like, "Oh, try this one," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Nope, I'm not a big fan of no teeth." And call me shallow, but I think that
Shallow.
reflects your hygiene. I mean, I get it. Some people just have bad teeth,
True.
but if you're trying to put yourself out there and make yourself available, take care of your fucking teeth.
Yeah.
It's not that complicated.
Right.
My thing is just don't be crazy.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing to put
That
out
seems to be
there.
my problem with my friends.
So because
My expectations are so low.
If you could not like dress up like a bunny and kill me, that'd be cool.
that would be cool. That would
Come on, Donnie Darko was a great movie.
Right. This is a dating app product.
Denise and Chris are from. You guys met on
Yeah,
the dating
on
app.
Tinder. It was fun.
That's awesome.
No,
How
I'm just kidding.
Oh. No.
Still
I actually
flipping.
stole that joke from my 14-year-old daughter Do you guys like meet on Tinder? No, it wasn't Tinder.
So you swiped right, or left?
I don't know how to use it. I've never been on it before.
Garbage.
Don't know.
I've heard garbage.
Last one I ever did was when I met her. That was it.
Cool.
Never went back to it after that.
Heather keeps trying to set me up an account on Grindr. I don't even know what that is.
That sounds
It's
promising.
it's a group of pepper aficionados.
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
they
cool.
do cheese. They do pepper.
Yeah, they all get together.
Italian.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't go wrong with that Mackinac fudge.
How about no?
Oh,
Peanuts. Oh, corn
You know,
fudge. Wow.
pick out the nuts, you go to town.
not me. Not me.
You don't want to scratch your wand on a peanut.
Yeah,
Especially
right.
if you got an allergy.
Fetch one.
It'd be
Nope. So, do you have any other horrible dates that top that one you told us before,
Let me think for a second.
Tony?
I'm pretty sure I do. I there was a couple other ones that I actually ended up in the ER, but it was not my fault.
Oh man.
No, see, okay, all right, I got one.
Okay. Okay.
So I was going to college with this girl, right? Sweetheart of a girl. We had English together because she had issue writing essay papers. And I'm like, I can do this shit in my sleep.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I don't mean to stop you, but this is really something I must tell you.
Really?
Chat. Sir Blumpkin says, I want to fire romance explosions on your stomach.
Wait, you got to back up a little bit. Hold on.
Oh, I know. There's more.
Romance explosion.
I see where that had to be told.
One.
Oh, that's great.
Where do I have to? Yeah. Sometimes I don't see all of. Am I missing other stuff? Because sometimes I don't see all
Yeah,
of it.
there's a bunch of here.
I talked about what Sasha said and Tiffany. I think the only thing I didn't catch up on with Tiffany was, but then again, the hurricanes, and there's nothing crazy.
Oh, there's somebody else, my buddy
Yeah.
Nick.
Oh, and Sir Blumpkin says, Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Happy
cool.
VD
I
Day.
don't know if I want you to be my Valentine. But, okay, sorry. Okay, now go.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
I'm lost. I got really smoked out on the way here. I got some good stuff.
That's all right.
I'm a
You're
little, got
fine.
some spark knockers.
But you know what, Chris? You made it out of your driveway.
I did. I set the cruise on 35 down Guilford. Let's
Eating ho-hos.
fucking do it.
So
Okay.
you smoked a 6-piece on the way.
Lingering.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but it seemed like that was time appropriate, needed it. Okay, so go ahead.
So, anyways, she asked me out because I didn't even know she was interested. Because, like I said, we just hooked up in English class. So we go out to this date, right? And she's like, "Hey, I gotta go home. I got a page." If that tells you how long ago it was.
Oh God, yeah.
So I take her back to her place. Her ex is waiting there for her.
Oh.
She I don't even stop the car. She's out the door and going straight postal on this dude, punching the shit out of him in their front yard.
Like literal assault.
Oh, dude, like WWF straight up, just boom off the top rope.
Did he know she was out on a date?
I'm in my car going, what the hell is going on right now? So then the cops show up.
Of course.
And I'm sitting in the car smoking a cigarette going, no way that shit just happened. I was just on a date. So I end up at the ER because she got her nose broke and he's like 2 beds down, handcuffed to the bed.
So she was kicking his ass.
Yeah.
That's not
What?
So I'm sitting
Well,
in,
maybe he had a reason not to be there. There could have been
Yeah.
more.
I'm literally sitting in the ER waiting room and the cops going, are you the one that I need to talk to? And I'm like, dude, I was just on a date. I'm still trying to figure out how the hell it just happened.
Whoa.
So yeah, I stopped dating years and years ago.
Yeah.
I just go to like Plenty of Fish and swipe right or however that
I don't
works.
think
Or
you're not even doing. No
He's-
wonder why they
he's
don't work.
lying.
You're not doing it right.
He doesn't. Yeah, he's lying. He doesn't
I'm
even know.
retarded.
He's like, I don't app and I don't date because I don't app.
I'm still trying to figure out Snapchat because my daughter's like, Dad, you should totally get Snapchat.
Oh.
And I'm like, what the fuck is Snapchat?
Yeah.
I'm retarded when it comes to this stuff. I don't know how it works.
Tony's
It's
on,
not
in the
fun.
last word on the paper. Single white
Kids-
male looking for some tools.
Yeah.
Kids love it. But
Kids
adults
what now?
kids love the filters on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adults, it's just snatch chat. It really is.
Oh.
I don't
Well,
have
you
a
can do the-
filter.
Mm-mm.
So I probably shouldn't tell you guys about the singles ad that I took out in the Inquirer.
Loch Ness monster seen in my pants.
Well, I know you can do the filters when you're on the Facebook Messenger and stuff. I know you can
Yeah.
do that.
Yep.
But I don't like Snapchat either. I've tried Twitter 3 different times. I absolutely hated it.
Yeah. That's not.
I don't know
a
how
big-
to find stuff on any of them. It's like, okay, like my
Yeah.
kids are like, come on, Dad, make an Instagram, make a Snapchat, blah, blah, blah. So I made them, I got an account on the phone and everything. And it's like,
What do I do now?
Yeah.
it's
Shaking
like,
it.
well, what the fuck?
Something will work.
Back in my day, we had one thing.
And then there's one of them, I don't know which one it is, but I'm watching and like everything comes up. Like people, I have no fucking idea who they are.
Yeah. How do you shut that
It's
shit off?
just like the planet is like on my fucking phone. I'm like, well, this is dumb. I can't even.
You're
Man,
right.
it's the fucking people I actually know.
You must
Yeah.
know them.
It's
Mm-mm.
Instagram that I'm bitching about. I don't know how to use it at all.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And then I was getting it the one day, and it's like all of a sudden, it's following you, it's following you, it's following you, it's following you. I'm getting all these notifications, like they can link or do something with my Facebook or something like that. So it's like all these fucking people I don't even hardly fucking know on Facebook
Right.
are now trying to follow me on Instagram, and I
So
just don't
creepy.
know how to fucking use it. I don't.
That's the kind of same thing I was going through with Twitter because there was people that I didn't know and people from half a world away from me. Like, I'm like, I feel no. So I gave up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Instagram. I've got one picture on there on Instagram,
Just one.
but just one. Honest to
Okay.
God, just one. It's a steak and beer. That's
That's all you got on it.
my only picture. But I'll tell you
Get the
one good
brass
thing about
tacks.
Instagram. If you have enough of the iTunes cards, you will get a girlfriend.
Oh, that's
how
how,
they
so
hit
you're
you.
skipping the date
That's
apps.
how they hit
You
you.
just
That is a dating. Isn't Instagram a dating app?
no.
I
I don't think
No.
it's
no,
supposed
it's just like
to.
a social
Then you
media.
bitches need to enjoy that music.
Instagram, Instagram and Snapchat are almost like the same thing. They're almost like camera and all this kind of related.
It's dumb. It's
Well, see, I don't have my phone right now. I have to wait 3 to 5 business days to get my new one because, well, it's shit.
he literally has a tablet.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to
Like a
revert back to
stone
my
one.
tablet, and I'm like, caveman.
He has to chisel in text messages.
Yeah.
I created fire.
Oh, wow.
He's
I
drawing
know.
his own memes over here.
I make my own memes too. Hmm.
No, it was great because like I had to wait for my tablet to charge. So, of course, I'm picking books off my shelf and reading them since I'm not got my nose in my phone and reading articles of stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I honestly remember why I have all these books in here because I love reading the books that I put on my shelves because, well, we don't have the book tree anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I couldn't
Losers.
just go over and grab like the blue book off the bottom that Heather said she'd skull fuck somebody if they took it out.
Never
Mm.
said that,
Oh.
but I
Oh.
did say it was up to you guys to clean it up with that.
Damn, Heather.
I wasn't doing
Oh,
it.
boy.
Angry.
Oh, she was brutal. She was just like,
I have
you
been
touch it,
like,
I will kill you.
She's over here doing the fisting thing with her hands.
I'm telling you,
Talking
like
about-
straight up, you get to the elbow, the ride's over.
Have you seen how short my arms are? You're not getting any kind of thrills. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I still don't want you to shove your fist up my ass.
Oh my God, I am ending the show now.
Me. You get
No.
the color fucking bars.
Well, it's Valentine's Day, so you gotta get
Wow.
it's Valentine's Day. You gotta get kinky somehow.
If there is any
No.
day of the year that fisting is okay, it is Valentine's.
I don't think there's any day of the year
She's
that it's
red.
good.
Well,
Oh.
I mean, I'm not here to kink
I'm
shame.
red because I feel like I should be green right now.
You're doing it wrong.
I Wow.
She's literally squirming for those that can't. She's like clenching her fist and rubbing her knee and
I'm
shit.
just like, this is just
This is
fuck.
great. This is totally great.
Ugh.
It's been a minute since I've been able to do this to Heather, so I'm totally.
Yeah, the last time
wallowing
you
in
said
this.
something like that, I was like, no, you will not.
Oh, you mean tongue punch in your fart box?
Oh,
That
Good
was
morning.
said, and that is exactly what I said afterwards. No, you will not. And I left the room.
Denise
Oh, it was great.
absolutely hates it when I use any other word for a butthole than butthole. She's like covers my mouth and points at me. She'll roll over and like
Prove
plug her ears and not look at me.
Yeah.
Turd cutter.
Oh,
She's already under the
that, my
she's,
friend.
she's already red as hell over here. So.
That, my friends, how I diverse. You can't get it away from me. No, I'm just kidding.
See, it's proof, regardless of how intelligent you are, it always reverts back to a dick and fart joke.
Absolutely.
So,
Yep.
speaking of, I should go to the chat. Let's see what's going on
I
over
thought we were
here.
talking
you
about
call-
fisting. I got some interesting stories.
Oh, nope, I'm good with that. I'm good. Good on hearing about that, I should say.
Okay, then I'll replace fisting with another word.
No.
Slurping?
So I'm gonna go to
Army. Yeah, let's just say army.
This ain't 7-Eleven now.
I'm gonna go to chat. Just gonna take care of this chat over here. Oh wait, maybe not. Sir Blumpkin said you should have asked to make it a threesome when you were talking about the date and then the cop
Oh, God.
Oh,
or the other person getting punched out. Probably.
Probably the other person getting punched out.
Tiffany said she had to get going. Her phone's dying. Have a good night, y'all. Becky said, "If you old people need lessons on Instagram and Snapchat, I can teach you."
Thank you, Becky.
And I think she's your age.
I don't want it.
I take back all those mean things that Heather said about you.
Sasha says, "LOL, old people. Geez, thanks. I'm young, just more old school." Sasha says, "Heather, short arms like T-Rex, short arms." Yeah, pretty much. And then Becky, Heather, you have enough ammo to throw them under the bus. Maybe you should start firing rounds.
She did. We weren't even 5 minutes into the show, and she said,
I
"Eat
did.
a dick."
So I kind of did say that.
Yeah, it was like out of the blue. It's like, how's your day? Oh, it's great. Eat a dick.
In that voice, no less.
Yeah. And then she did
Straight up Freddy Cougar.
some Latin
Wasn't
Eat a
that-
dick.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, it was bad.
Rewind the tape. It's on there.
Where's our stenographer?
Intern, what did she say 5 minutes into
He
the
wasn't
show?
even here.
You're fired. Get the
Ha.
fuck out.
So, with that being said, I think before we get too much further, and I kind of want to go over who our next guests are going to be getting on the show.
Well, after that, Leon still has his horror stories.
You have a horror
Horrors?
story?
Horse.
I've got a legit fisting story, and then I got a legit
Media.
worst.
Horrors.
Me? What?
Something about horrors and fisting.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Oh, no.
Oh, I think she's talking about Brad, but yeah, he does the media and the updating of news and weather.
Yeah.
So let's go. Leon, am I gonna cringe more? Because I kind of feel green already.
I won't tell the fisting story.
That's
Damn it.
Aw.
Okay.
It's called Don't Make This Weird.
Okay.
Oh, people
so
are
no
making
fisting
it.
story. So after I got done fisting this chick, and then I skipped right past it for you, Heather.
Pulled out a handful
what-
of class rings.
Tight, ain't I?
Happy
How
Valentine's
does a
Day,
blonde
people!
turn
Happy
into a
Valentine's
girl?
Day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So which one do you want? I mean, it's not really a first date, kind of. It's my only one night stand I've ever had, and why I will never do it again.
Let's hear it.
Sure, go with
Okay.
that. I think I might.
I was the DD, and went out with some friends to this bar, Akron area. I don't know, someplace.
The Roadhouse?
No, it was
The Iron
maybe it
Horse?
was more north than that. Anyways, hole in the wall. And this girl walks in with her friend, and I was like, "Hey, she's kind of cute." So my buddy turns around, and I don't know where he thinks my standards are, but of course, the one I thought was cute came in with an ugly friend, and like, "Hey, not ugly, but
Ugly.
2 beers away from doable."
Taking one for the team.
Visually
So of
disadvantaged.
course, that's who he thought.
Visually
that's what I want.
disadvantaged.
So he goes and buys her drinks for me and everything, and she drags me out to the dance floor. I'm excited. I'm like, "Hey, whatever.
Right.
It's been since my divorce, so I'm happy." And we're out on the dance floor, and she's putting her hand in my pocket, and I'm like, "Oh, this could get really good." And she's fiddling around. I'm like, "Yep, this could be where the streak ends." Then she pulls up my phone. I'm like, "Oh." And she's like, "I put my number in there." I was like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, I called myself, so now I have your number."
Oh.
Okay, that's cool. I look over at my friend. I'm like, let's go. So I wish I could say that's where the story ends, but I get done dropping them off and I'm driving home, and all of a sudden I've got voicemails because from my old carrier, there's a dead zone. Remember dead zone?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I got these voicemails and I answer, I call my voicemail and then listen, and it's just laughing. Well, those of you who know me know what my, I've only got one of two famous voicemails.
Right.
And this one was the, what do you get when you cross a hippo and a
Elephant and rhino.
An alfino.
Right.
Yeah. So they just kept calling my phone at like 4:00 in the morning when I'm trying to go to sleep. Like, your voicemail is just so funny. I was like, thanks. I'm trying to sleep. Okay. And then my phone would go off again. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay, the only way that I'm actually going to get rid of her is to make it a bad experience. So, I go over to her house. She invites me over, obviously. I just am like, hey, I'm here.
It's not hard to get.
Yeah, it wasn't that one kind of one night stand. But so her friend's there with her friend's boyfriend. And, we're all sitting on the couch and everything. And all of a sudden, her friend and her friend's boyfriend go upstairs. And we're sitting here and watching Roseanne. Now, at this point in time, I can't stand Roseanne. I wasn't even a fan of Roseanne when I was a kid.
Right.
But she's like, oh my God, I love this. I was like, yeah, that's cool. And then so we start making out, and I'm like, okay, no problem. This is going good. We were making out. It was, I was young enough to say it, just
Fucking
now
slid in a
weird.
second.
So of course, I'm starting to get frisky, and she's like, well, we're not going to have sex. And I was like, okay, that's fine. We can still make out. And she's like, well, that's strike one. I was like, what? Whatever. So start making out a little bit heavier, and then clothes are coming off, and she's like, do you have a condom? And I was like, no. Well, that's strike two.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. So and I've got this emotional barrier. I'm a fairly nice guy, and I look at her, and we're going to Pound Town,
Right.
and I'm like, no, listen, I'm not gonna come. It's not you. It's an emotional thing for me. If I'm not connected,
Right.
I just can't
Right.
get there.
I'm just gonna cry.
So she's like, oh, that's fine. That's fine. And then, so we started going to town.
Yeah.
And we're, 45 minutes in and all this stuff. I was young once. And I was like, okay, well, that's it. It's, she's like, well, you're not going to come? I was like, no. Is it me? I was like, we had this conversation. She's like, oh, okay. Well, here's a blanket. And then I had to fall asleep on the couch while she went into the bed. I was like, you can't get any more fucking intimate than this.
Right.
We were just going to town.
Right.
So I'm like, whatever. Should have left. But I didn't. So fall asleep on the couch. Now, mind you, this happened after I got back from Iraq and I moved back to Michigan.
Right.
So right at this point, my PTSD is at full flare. Little things are still setting me off. Okay.
Right.
Laying there on the couch, and all of a sudden, I get this tap on my forehead. I open my eyes, and there's these two kids staring at me.
Been there, done that.
So I wake up. I, finish getting dressed. I had my, pants on at least.
Right.
So I go out, and she's like, "Here, I made you some coffee." And her and her friend have been awake they had time to do their hair, get a shower, makeup. I mean, so why didn't they wake me up? Not a clue. And so I drank my coffee, and I was like, okay, this is fun.
Right.
And didn't talk to me. They just didn't talk to me. The coffee, they offered coffee as if that was some kind of peacemaker, and get the fuck out. So I left, never called me again. And I don't know why, but I've never had a one night stand since. I can't do it.
I know where you went wrong.
You didn't come on her face.
You didn't fucking give her the fucking love explosion. You didn't think you liked her.
I didn't love
Like, he
her.
doesn't even like me. He didn't even fucking try shooting my eye out. No love here.
Is that hair lotion?
Mhm.
You
No,
gotta tell them you love them.
I mean,
Keep an eye out for me.
I love it. I love it whenever a woman says she faked it because I just say, so did I.
Well, a guy
Right,
can't.
right.
It's like, yeah, game.
I have to laugh that you said that because it's so funny when you hear stories of couples, and it's like you always have to ask the question: did the female come? You never, ever in the history of sex ever ask if the guy came. Ever.
Not true.
Well, you
for
don't have
Asians.
to.
Right.
She's like had a glue explosion factory go off. She fucking knows. She knows, or she's like, she knows.
So I just seen a meme on Facebook that kind of fits with this. It says Valentine's Day? You mean penis Christmas?
Right.
Penis Christmas.
That's what's that.
Sweetest day and Valentine's Day. It's the season of mouth hugs.
Yeah.
I think mouth herpes is what it's
Probably,
about.
depending on where you live.
November babies.
Yeah.
May abortions. Oh,
Too soon.
oh. Somebody stop that guy.
Yeah, the tourist rates for Virginia are going up. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna
we got a
pass that
red
bill and all of a
line
sudden
on month
they're trying to
3.
get their economy restarted.
It's so fucked up.
you know, and here's the thing, I don't understand it. They're all about, okay, the Democrats are trying to do this. No. I'm a staunch Republican.
Right.
But I know it's not all Democrats who want to kill babies.
Right.
Because then who are they going to fuck? If they can't fuck kids, they ain't going to get rid of them.
Oh my god.
So not every Republican.
Oh, I should have wrote that down on that piece of not safe to say.
Not safe to say.
Oh god.
Wow.
What's up?
I just pulled the plug here. So.
I'm holding on, guys.
So what
I'm
about
trying.
you, Brad? Do you have any date disasters?
You want to share?
Several years back, in between relationships, obviously, I did have a kind of a one night stand in a way. Actually, it was. It wasn't really for Valentine's Day. It was just a different day. But I met this one chick through social media, and so I invited her over, and we talked for a few months, and then we kind of like, okay, we like each other. Okay, do we want to meet up? Okay, cool, all right. So we did, and I actually cooked us dinner, and so we had dinner, and and then we just kind of got talking, and then just kind of like kind of making out as well, and then
He's already laughing. This is going to be good.
It just already goes downhill after this. So we're making out on the couch in my living room, and they're like, "Oh, do you want like, yeah, go to the bedroom?" Okay. So we did, and we went to the bedroom, and we started, going. Exactly. So we started going, and then all of a sudden, I don't know why, but I had my phone. My phone was charged in my bedroom, and so we're obviously in the bedroom now, and we're just having our usual, and my phone goes off, and I'm trying to ignore it as best I can because it keeps going off. I'm like,
time.
what the hell's going on here? And then all of a sudden,
Oh god.
knock at my door.
Like, I'm trying to get a piece of ass.
Exactly.
Mom, I'm hungry.
So I'm like, okay, let's. So obviously, I'm starting to go soft because my phone's ringing and I got a knock at the door.
Go, Jesus.
So
Finger in the butt. It's a recharge.
exactly. So by the time everything is done, and here's the girl I'm having a one night stand with. She's trying to get me back hard, and it's not working so well.
And you got another phone call. No,
She thinks you don't like her. 'cause you're
Exactly.
a soft dick.
So. so once everything is said and done, we finished up, but it wasn't as great as experience as it was supposed to be, obviously.
Sure.
So by the time I figured out everything was done, I look at my phone, and sure enough, it's my ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
Exactly. Not only was my ex-girlfriend trying to call me while I was trying to have my one-night stand, but she was also knocking at my door. So
so awkward.
yeah, I'm like, yeah. So like, I didn't even know she was obviously coming over because she doesn't.
She didn't
Obviously,
talk to you for a while.
But the big question is, did you finish?
yes, we finished.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the most
Love
important thing.
explosion.
That's the most
all
important
that
thing,
matters.
yes. But like I said, the bummer part was my ex was trying to call me. Like,
Just
you're the reason why. You're the reason why you're my ex because we're not doing anything there.
That's why I
My
have
dick
to
went
carry-
soft because you were blowing my phone up. Way to go.
You are
What the
why
fuck?
I have to carry popsicle sticks and medical tape.
Right.
Wrap it like a fucking jammed finger.
And then because
Make it a splint for your dick.
Right.
Viagra.
and then because of that experience, I never heard from her again.
That's
and now several years
the one.
now
The one.
several years later, she has 2 kids.
Oh,
And she actually lives in Bay City.
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Did you do heroin?
I know she
on
must have
that
did.
stuff.
I don't know. She must have did something, but
What?
I got a name. I can't say it though.
Wow.
Probably her.
What? What is going? What?
I can't say her name. I won't let her name.
Okay, so
But
what are
somebody
you
got to-
talking? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
But first, the horse.
when the show's done, tell me the name and I'll see.
I'm gonna Facebook her.
Yeah, it could be her.
I Facebook everything. I'll be on TV, be like, woman murders. I'm like,
Who's this on?
killed her. She's in prison.
It was her.
Oh shoot! I actually knew her. She was actually nice for one time. Oh, now what?
That's what they say about them serial killers.
Oh my God.
Quiet. He was such a nice boy.
Right. Ted Bundy.
With the fucking chainsaw.
Oh my! Also, we're all talking about exes. I got a next story. It's not bad or anything. It's embarrassing. I honestly was talking to one of my exes today.
Mhm.
And I can honestly say that I'm friend with all of my exes except for 2 of them.
Huh, That's impressive, I think.
You learn as you get
Yeah.
older. You learn to move on.
Right.
You know, things just didn't work. It's not the end of the world. It seemed
Right.
like, but
At the time,
So-
it does, but
right.
yeah.
and I was talking to her today about some stuff, and talking about how your mom or somebody walks in when you're having sex, and the difference between that happening when you're a teenager and having it as an adult, where you're
Right.
embarrassed as a teenager, and as an adult, it's just awkward.
Yeah, like what? Wait, go.
And then, but that led into, and I was like, you remember that one time in Sandusky? And she's like, yeah, I think so. So, used to love renting a room and just going to town.
Yeah.
Because then you don't got to clean up afterwards. But,
Oh.
so, but I thought, I wanted to be kinky. So I'm like, we're doing this. We're doing this right here. I take her right to the window and I bend her over, and I'm starting to go to town, and I'm like, you want to live wild? And I just ripped open those curtains. And I shit you not. Right there was a cop looking in his cruiser, and I shut those curtains. That's enough for me. Now there was drinking involved because
Right.
some reason there was a statue of a crane that was in the room that ended up in the shower the next day. I don't
gosh.
live wild because bad things like that happen.
Right.
But that's a story involving my ex, and one of them that I get along with, so that's good.
That's good. She tuned in right now.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I don't think any of my.
No,
Let me see.
probably.
I'm trying to think. Exes.
Oh,
Nope. Nope.
that's good.
Nope, none of them are alive.
All right.
No.
None of them are alive.
That's why we're all friends.
That's how
enemies,
we get
not
along.
one.
My grandmother raised me that when you're done with your toys, you donate to them to the less fortunate.
Oh God, I've heard that.
I have seen that quote on Facebook a lot.
That's right.
People are
And
using
and it's mostly women that put it on there. So I don't know if it's a stereotypical thing. I don't
Maybe
know.
could be.
Mine is once you take your garbage out, you don't go back and pick shit out.
Right.
Right.
Just
My favorite
Gross.
one that I've been told is I would call you a cunt, but you're not that warm and deep.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good
I'm like, wow, that was really good. I'm going to use that one of these days.
You did. You did it today. So proud. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my calendar so we can talk about some of the guests. They might not want to come on after this show. but
Probably not.
Let's go ahead.
Oh, they're coming on. They want to make this shit weird.
So, like I said, Stone Cottage Farm is coming. Farmer Chrissy and Dave are going to be here next Thursday.
Love those guys.
28th, we have Orla Bora back in the studio.
Yes!
Which is an awesome band. We've had them one other time on, and we're going to have them back in.
Cannot wait.
The 7th, we have Becky, who's been listening. She's going to be coming and joining us.
Becky.
And let's see. We the Infamous is going to be here on the 14th.
Cannot wait. Those guys are so much fun.
21st, we have the Infamous Quick joining us.
Yes.
Which is another band. 28th, Chris, I think we might be having Derby Girls.
Oh, fun.
So I know you've been saying that derby thing.
I loved the Derby when I was a kid. It was so much fun watching roller derby. I absolutely loved it.
I asked the ones that were on here
It was
before.
intense, man.
I asked the ones that were on here before to join us again. I never really got much of an answer back from them. So the ones that are next to Sean and Adams, the South State Radio, are the ones that I reached out to. And there's 28 of them, and they asked how many we could fit in the studio.
Oh, my
So I kind of leveled that one down a little bit.
So how many cheers do we need for that one?
I'll let you know. I'll get back to you.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Nate.
Right.
Get on that.
Yeah.
So on April 4th, we have Kimberly, we have an author coming in, and I do not, Kimberly Eddy. She's going to be coming in and joining us on the 4th. And then I have some more setting up, and I will let you guys know when those come up. So
Sweet.
quite a bit of people. We're also talking with the White Oranges to get them in for a special in March.
Yes. They're getting ready to drop a new record.
Yeah, so that's why we want to get them in to talk about that, maybe share some of that with us. And I also got hit back up by Crispy Bacon to come back on.
Chris was awesome.
Chris was awesome.
He
He's
brought
like,
3 pounds of
know.
bacon to the studio.
It was a snow day, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
It was a snow day. But yeah, he's talking about, or asked if we ever wanted to come back on again. He had a lot of fun, so we're going to see about getting him back in.
Yeah, that was an awesome show.
And
I'm going to need double bacon.
Double bacon.
So, Chris, if you're listening, Chris wants double bacon.
Yeah. You owe me, dude. Don't know you, but you owe me.
Yeah, it was a good
we
show.
got talking about everything else.
Yeah.
Then we got off course, when
Crazy dates.
in terms of everything else. But the other thing that I've done outside that I've done, I told you guys that I've never done newspaper and stuff. But
yeah,
one other thing I did with the social media and stuff is I did, like you guys are doing, the podcast and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But exactly what I did with my friend Steve wasn't really a podcast per se.
Okay.
We did a show on the Ustream.
Yeah.
Ustream.tv. We did that. We did it 2 separate times, actually. We did it for like 2 years, from 09 to 11. And then we did another one from, let's see, it was late 2014 to early 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And then life just happened, and
right,
things have happened, and we haven't been able to get acquired to do it again. But I know Tony and I, we've talked about doing something in here as well. But once again, life has happened, and so.
But don't give up. Keep on trying. Maybe we'll,
somewhere down the line will happen again. But
do you need a comedic sidekick?
The Brad and Leon show. That actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, there you go.
When I was in the army, a buddy and I, he had a studio in his basement, and it was always Kitty and the Kid. I was Kitty,
right,
and he was the Kid, and we did our own little fake radio station.
Nice.
So I mean, if I can find those tapes, first of all, I'm going to hell. But
the other highlight that I've kind of had in my nearly 25 years in media, and this was a big one for me because I grew up in the Detroit area. I grew up in Romeo.
Nice.
And so I listened to basically the Detroit TV and Detroit radio stations, which also, Canadian radio and Canadian TV stations also.
Right.
But a big thing for me was back in 2001, my dad had set up this thing to go see Dick Purdon down at he was at WMC at the time.
Okay.
And it was I'm like, oh my gosh, because for the most part, I've always listened to him in the morning when he did his morning show.
Yeah.
And so I was like all geeked out because I love Dick Purdon. And I'm like, I'm actually going to be able to go down there into the studio and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, so I'm just sitting in there where I'm just listening to these guys. We're all having a good time, all that, whatever. And then all of a sudden, the producer's like, Mr. Purdon wants to talk to you. I'm like, what? I'm 17 years old. I'm like, I'm shaking like crazy, and I'm panicking because like I said at at one point here, I've never really been the interviewee.
Right.
I've always been the okay. So I sit down. They're in a commercial break on the radio, and I'm putting all my headphones on and everything, and I'm nervous and everything like crazy, and I'm between Dick Purdon and one called Big Al Moscovito. And so I'm between them two, and then so we get on, and Purdon's interviewing me and stuff, and he has just a few general questions because there's only about 5 minutes left in the show.
Right.
So he just gives me general questions, and I answer them and everything. And then so Big Al Moscovito, he was the joker of pretty much the whole crew, and he's like, "I'll show you the most important place in radio." Or the most important spot in radio. I'm like, okay, what's that? The kitchen.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm like, okay, I'll follow you then.
God damn.
I loved Dick Purdon, and I mean, when he retired, it's like it was kind of a big bummer in a way, but it happens. Life goes on, but but some of these radio people that have been around for a long time, they're getting older too, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, we're contractually obligated to say Mitch Gill 27 times in a bot podcast. And he's done radio for what? 72. Yeah. Sorry. Dyslexic. Shovel to the face.
Right.
And he talks about a lot of that old radio stuff too, of where he was DJing everywhere. And it's just so much fun being able to do like Mitch's fake radio and do the pre-production stuff and then watch it go live. Because Heather and I are the producers, which is so much fun.
It is a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. And we're getting ready to actually be doing another podcast of mine.
Yes, we are.
I'm super excited about that. So, but we thank you. And I thank you for putting up those posts and doing all the social media stuff, Brad, because
that was great.
I like having the updates from you with the weather and everything else that's going on. I do appreciate that. I just wanted to let you know. And we're glad that you're able to join us in the studio tonight, along with Leon, who joined us, and Nate later on in the, he came in.
Don't forget Denise.
And Denise. I'm getting there. I love Denise. I told Adam that before we got here tonight.
And apparently there's this Olivia that's supposed to be here too, but I guess she's been...
Yeah, it's been a minute.
She's been
We've seen her.
Who?
Olivia? Yeah, Miss Olivia.
She's a minor. She probably got grounded.
Yeah, probably. So, but I just want to thank you for
the dwarfs. I get it.
I just want to thank you for joining us tonight, and everybody else that's joined us here in studio. Don't forget to listen for Mitch's Fake Radio that will be coming up last Monday of this month.
Last Monday.
There we go. I've been doing this for a while, so next week we'll have Stone Cottage Farms on.
Yes.
Tune in at 8. We'll be back here.
Leon,
what?
just jumping at the bit.
What's up?
No, I just wanted to say one thing before we went out.
Okay.
So that was it. I just want to say
okay. And then guys, don't forget to tune on to solidstateradio.net and catch us again on Saturdays and look at all of the other episodes and other good shows that they have rocking out. And thank you guys for tuning in. We love our listeners, and we'll see you next Thursday.